I know that some of you in the room will know and understand mass balance in your industries, and it applies across a number of industries. But how does the mass balance system work for plastics recycling?
Yes, and that's basically when we explain that, I mean, and probably all of you have your own responses, right? But I find myself difficult to try to explain this synthetically. And and because it's not easy to explain, it's not well understood. Everybody in general in this moment in Europe, because we have been discussing this for a while, has already an opinion. Oh, yes, mass balance, we know. And when you deep dive in, so how it's working, what are the different allocations options that I have on the table, what does this mean each scheme, few people is able to respond. And we all need to be able to respond. Because if we want to educate our policymakers and get the framework that we need to be able to respond to those questions. So in my simple terms, mass balance is the allocation method that is at the end a rule of the game that will enable to utilizing different type of feedstocks in a system, sustainable and fossil, to be able to attribute the sustainable inputs to the different outputs in a certain manner. That's my simple explanation. But then you have different models of mass balance, right? And I would be thinking who is really feeling comfortable? I just a open question for all of us. Who really is feeling comfortable today of explaining how those models are working? Probably not so many of us, right? Because it's complex to explain those models, right? And we can enter into details, and we will. But just want to leave it here because also I think it's a self-reflection on how are we able to explain those models to others. Because we need now to well articulated explanation to the others on how its model, I would say, work, and what are the consequences and impacts of following its model, because there are really, really different consequences of following each of them.